Hey friends, I'm Travis, I'm an author, and today let's dive into the Storycraft of one of my favorite video games, Zelda Breath of the Wild. For context, I'm a huge Zelda fan. As a 5-year-old, I played Zelda A Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo for the first time, and I was hooked. The idea of exploring a world, solving puzzles, slashing monsters with your sword, conquering dungeons, defeating Ganon, and saving Princess Zelda was glorious. One of my favorite things about A Link to the Past was discovering that I could beat the 4th Dark World dungeon before the 3rd dungeon. It wasn't a glitch or a cheat. The game tried to lead me to the 3rd dungeon, but beating the 4th dungeon first was a thrilling, secret possibility. In fact, you could completely skip the 3rd dungeon and go on to beat the 5th and 6th dungeons too. And for me, the ability to play the game how I wished was extremely satisfying. The Zelda games that followed A Link to the Past did not have the same feature. To be clear, I absolutely love these games and many of them have fantastic stories, but there never was an option to play it out of order. There was a set storyline and we had to follow it. But then, in 2017, came Zelda Breath of the Wild. Before the game was released, producer Eiji Onuma said, "Users may not actually get the full story depending on how they play this game and how they strategize and solve puzzles. Users are able to go to the very end goal without revealing why Link woke up the way he did and where he did. Whether you want to reveal the storyline and find out why Link woke up, or you want to just go straight to the goal, that's an option totally up to the user." After hearing this, the speedrunning community was like, I was excited too. But I'm an author, and I love good stories. I did not want to beat Ganon without discovering why Link woke up without any memory. I then began to wonder how the creators developed a story with so much user freedom. Aonuma mentioned that this was a story mechanic he'd been saving up for some time, and I wondered what it was. Finally, the game came out, and I got my answer. Memories. As you explore Hyrule, you'll find glowing areas where Link recalls important memories about Zelda, the other companions, Calamity Ganon, and how Link ended up in a Shrine of Resurrection. And the game rewards you for finding out the memories by showing the true ending after defeating Ganon. What a perfect reward for those who put in the effort to discover the full story. You get the end to the story. In my opinion, what makes Zelda Breath of the Wild a unique masterpiece is that the main storyline is optional. It gives us complete freedom to choose into the story to its fullest extent, or to skip some of it, or even all of it, if you're a talented speedrunner or just plain crazy. It also meant that we can truly go anywhere we want. There was no blocked pathway that required a hammer, no altar that required 3 pendants, no fence to a dungeon that required a horse. You could go to any shrine, explore any point of interest, and beat any divine beast in whichever order you wished. That meant that no user would have the same exact order of experiences. Even the order in which you saw the memories would be different. It would always be unique. Knowing this, Nintendo later added the option to review your path around Hyrule so you could visualize your unique sense of exploration, and how many times you died against the first Lionel. Why is this feature so satisfying? I believe it's satisfying because it feels like it's your own story. You created it, and no two stories look exactly the same. The game allowed you to play it how you wish, either diving deep into the rich story, or gleefully hacking and slashing your way to the final cutscene. The choice is yours. There are more story crafting elements within Breath of the Wild that I'd love to dive into, but that'll have to be in another video. Let me know in the comments what other movies, video games, or books you'd like me to dive into. See ya!